Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing 3 very useful Power BI tricks that you must know. These tips will definitely make your daily report development more efficient and effective. So let's get started with the first trick. So see here, I have created 2 visuals. The first one is showing total sales by region and the second one shows total sales by year. And here I have region slicer. So now when you select some data from this slicer, for example, if I select West, so I can only see the data for West region, right? For this particular visual. When I select South, I can only see South region data. So you may encounter a scenario where you need to control this visual interaction so that selecting data from a specific slicer does not impact a particular visual. Basically, what I need to do is I have to make some adjustment in the visual interactions between the slicer and this particular visual so that when I select some value from this region slicer, this visual does not get impacted. So let me show you how you can achieve that. So all you have to do is select this region slicer and then go to format, and here you will see this option edit interactions. So select this option, and the moment you select this edit interactions option, you will see this filter and this none option have appeared for all this visualization. So right now you see by default filter is selected. That's the reason whenever I select some value from the slicer, this visual is getting filtered. In order to disable the interactions between this slicer and this visual, I have to select this option none. The moment I select this option as none, this visual will no more respond to the slicer selection. So let's see, let's just again click this edit interactions. So let me select some region, for example. So now you can see while selecting some value from this region slicer, this visualization is not changing or is not getting filtered or getting highlighted or anything. It's not responding. If I'm selecting some region value, you see this second visualization is responding, but the first visualization is not changing as per my selection. Let's move on to our next trick. So this is a very common scenario where the cards may appear blank because a particular measure has no data, and there are several methods to replace the blank with zero. So let me show you one of the methods how to replace blank with zero. Right now I have just created this measure total sales where I'm using SumX function and I'm just multiplying quantity sold by the sales amount. I'll create a measure. So new measure, let's name it as total sales non-blank. I'll be using Coalesce function. So Coalesce and then specify the measure. So my measure is total sales, comma, then 0. That means if it is blank, it will show 0. Let's save this. And now let me create another card visual. And let me add the newly created measure total sales non-blank, and you can see here using Coalesce function you can replace the blank with 0. For the region north and year 2025 there is no data basically, so that's the reason it is showing blank for this matrix visual as well. Now for example, you have a requirement where you are supposed to show the region name even though it doesn't have any data. So let me just show you how you can do that. Just select this visual. For region, just expand this option and you will see one option called show items with no data. So let's just select this, and now you see that even though the region does not have any data, but the region name will show. So even though this region does not have any data, it will show, but at the same time the measures will show blank. If you want to show 0, you can always use this Coalesce function. See here, the moment I have added this measure total sales non-blank, this north region is appearing, and you can see this is also showing 0. Next we'll move on to our third trick. So see here, I have just created a card visual and I am showing total sales. Sometimes users may want to see the measures displayed in specific font colors to make it easier to assess business performance and determine whether the particular KPI is able to meet the goal or not. What you have to do is select this visual and then go to format your visual option and then expand this option call out value, and here you will see this option conditional formatting under color. So select this. So let's go to rules, and this is where you can specify your conditions. Let's consider 8,000 is the goal for total sales. If the total sale exceeds 8,000, I want to show the total sales in green color font. And if the total sales is less than 8,000, I want to show the total sales in red color font. Let's write the rules. So total sales is already selected. If the total sales value is greater than equals to 0 and less than equals to 7,999, then I will use red, some color in red. And then I will add another rule. If the value greater than equals to 8,000 and less than some maximum number, then I want to show in green. So let's just select some green color and click OK. Here, since the total sales is obviously it's greater than 8,000, it is showing green. Let me select some year. So for 2023, it is 15,000, which is greater than 8,000. That's the reason it is showing in green. Let's select 2024. See, for 2024, the value is less than 8,000. That's why it's showing in red. Again, for 2025, it's more than 8,000. It's showing in green. So this is how, using conditional formatting, you can present the KPIs with certain font colors so that it becomes convenient for the users to assess their business effectively. These are the 3 tricks which are very useful. I hope you have found this video useful. Thanks a lot for watching. Do subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.